Good morning, everyone. We want to welcome you all to another episode of the Black Market Podcast, presented by Hack the Markets. I am one of your co-hosts, AC, also known as the Market Oracle.
What's up, everybody? Good morning. Happy Friday. Another great co-host, Jerome Vincent, also known as the Market Prodigy.
It's 4K. Can't check it in, man. So how's everybody doing today?
4K in the
Yes, sir.
Okay,
building.
Ken.
Yes, sir.
I'm waiting on this last one. Waiting on this last one.
Nah, Pierre Haitian sensation, man. Let's get this
That's
bread.
it.
This
That's
bread.
it.
Mm,
Yes, sir.
Translation: let's get this money for our folks in Estonia.
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
Exactly. And we do have some people out there in Estonia. Shout out to the people in Estonia.
Right.
So, you guys got some interesting stuff you guys want to talk about? You want me to start it off, or you want to start it off? Because I got something that's pretty interesting to me, at least.
Go ahead. Go ahead. We want to know
Kick
why
us
it's
off, Izzy. Go.
interesting too.
All right. So, of course, vacation season is drawing near.
Uh-huh.
Weather is getting warmer. People want to go out. They've been stuck in the house. They want to get out here. We've seen the stocks going crazy for, hotels, airlines, even the cruise lines are going up. All right. So we know demand is there for the people to get out. Vacation season is here now. So, with that being said, it seems like there may be a civil war about to start because of that. Because we are about to have the vaccinated versus the unvaccinated out here. So,
Hey, I saw it last night with the NFL draft. They made sure to tell y'all because as soon as they showed it up, they showed like thousands of people all close together. I'm like, that ain't no social distancing.
I'm telling
And
you.
then they hurried up and said, everybody in the crowd is vaccinated. And then they showed the symbol on the screen, vaccinated crowd. I was like, wow,
That's hilarious.
We really doing this now.
Yeah.
So,
I saw something on Twitter saying that's the new who's gonna be there if everybody asking if they're vaccinated or not.
Yep.
yeah. I
So
mean, hey, that's it's an odd
So-
thing to think that that's going to be normal, or for I hope that is only normal or so-called normal for not long, only about a month or two.
Man, let me tell you something. As soon as I saw people showing their vaccination cards,
Yeah.
all
Freedom
I
Day.
thought
This
about
is
was
this the
people,
new trend. This the new wave.
all I thought about was people showing they slave papers.
That's
Oh
it.
man.
So are they gonna have vaccinated water fountains and non-vaccinated water fountains?
Oh man.
We are not going there. This is not a civil rights show. This will not be a civil rights show.
Hey, this ain't gonna be civil rights though. This gonna be biological rights, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
I saw people were saying you need to laminate and then get a second copy. Make sure you keep one in the house, keep one with you wherever
Take
you
a
go.
picture. Hey
Hey,
man,
you
Yeah,
treat
know
this
why
thing like your
I thought it
social
was gonna be
security
required to
card.
travel.
you know why you can't do that right now?
What?
Because children aren't getting vaccinated right now. So are you really gonna say, hey, mama, you can go in, but your 5-year-old child who's not vaccinated yet can't go in?
They gonna say the child doesn't need to be vaccinated.
Right.
You know they're gonna come up with some type of excuse. They're gonna come up with
Ages
something.
14 and below don't have to be
Yeah.
vaccinated, something like that.
They're gonna treat it like the free buffet. If you underneath
Hey,
this
the
age, you
children's
free.
menu.
But
Mhm.
real talk, when they go to school, they the ones that's spreading it.
That's real. And I've seen some teachers that have been affected from it too, and that's especially
Hey,
when that's the beginning of it.
I
Well,
got
yeah,
a
they're gonna
kid.
come out with the pills though. I wonder how that's gonna work with the pills coming out by the end of the year.
What kind of
That's-
pills you
What type
talking
of pills
about?
you talking about?
What is it? Pfizer. I believe they're coming out with.
Oh,
Yeah,
Pfizer
they-
coming out with a pill?
Yeah.
Uh,
So
That's
it's
that
gonna be like
plan.
the Regeneron cocktail.
So if you won't have a vaccination card per se, but you'll have pills.
So you could take the pills.
Yeah. So I guess you can go to an event and just show your pills.
So what does the
no.
pills do?
You
No,
can't show
you
the
can't
pills.
just be.
You
I got
gotta take
food
the
and
pills.
on me. Let me like pop them like Tylenol.
Yeah.
What are the pills supposed to do? Let me ask that. They're
They
supposed to
inhibit
vaccinate you.
they inhibit the virus that replicates. It keeps it from growing.
So
Well,
basically, it's a
replicating.
replacement to the shot.
It's a what?
It's a replacement to the shot.
They didn't say that, but
I
it
mean,
just
if a vaccine has to be in your body for it to work, either you're going to inject it or you're going to take a pill for it.
Justin.
yeah. So yeah, to me, I would think it's a replacement, but I don't think Pfizer is gonna stop giving shots because they're coming out with the
No, you just
pills.
got some people who won't go because they don't like shots.
Right.
I
Right.
mean,
So I just
We
don't know how that
gotta use
how that would work.
alternatives, but at the same time, do we trust this pill?
Some people
That's
hey,
some
you
people
better
probably feel
trust.
safer taking a pill than a
You
shot.
better trust
Hey,
in
I'm gonna
Jesus.
say this, man. I saw a report that said a nurse or somebody, I can't remember if it was a nurse or whatnot, but basically someone went and they received the wrong second dose and they were mad. So if that's happening, you
Hey,
might well take that pill, man. They gonna
did
give you
they
the wrong
turn
dose
and
anyway.
did they turn into a Ninja Turtle?
They didn't turn into a ninja turtle. You know, this the mixing and matching that we've been talking about. This the mixing and matching.
I
So
always
they just
want
did it
it
McDonald's
like
style. They are still alive. They just, a little heated. They mad at whoever gave them the shot. They saying that they want to sue them or whatnot. But no, they didn't grow the force field yet.
force field. They didn't have better Wi-Fi.
Nah, they didn't
Dang,
get the 5G connection that they was
dang,
promised.
that's sad.
I don't need a hotspot.
I
I
am
am
the
a
hot spot.
hotspot.
Exactly. Hey, so who y'all got like in the growing
Look,
tensions between a vaccine and unvaccinated? So
Hey,
vaccinated, unvaccinated, who you got?
first of
oh,
all,
I'm
I'm
taking the
vaccinated.
unvaccinated.
I'm vaccinated because I can't even be around you. This is the closest I'm gonna ever get to y'all again.
Oh
You know what I'm
man,
saying?
Mm.
Can't have y'all infecting me.
you right.
Hey, it's
yeah,
about to turn
you gotta
into
stage it before you go out with people too. Everybody's gotta do that double check. You good? Okay, all right,
hey, it's
cool.
turning into the real life Walking Dead right now.
I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
I'm undecided.
What you mean you undecided?
I'm undecided.
So
I'm
have
I'm
you have
I'm
you
kind
been
of wait it out.
vaccinated?
Nah, I'm gonna wait it out just to see what happens. You
Let
know.
me ask this to y'all. What if your job said that you have to get vaccinated? Right now, all the corporate companies are taking a stance of, it's voluntary and you don't have to do it, but anything could change. What if they say you can't travel if you're vaccinated? Well, if a company said you can't come to work, that would just be reason not to go to work. But
I was about to
what if they flip the script and say you can't come to work, but we're not allowing you to work from home either? So basically, they're saying you
Yeah,
got
say
to be
holding
put.
at people
that's a
at
catch 22.
yeah,
Yeah, they'll be messed up for that. They'll get so many lawsuits.
man. That and then
Right. But not if that becomes the new norm.
But you can't force people to also inject something into their
yeah.
body either.
Unless the
Hey,
laws
hey, hey,
change. That's my only
I
concern. If
said
the
that's why
laws
they coming
change.
up with the pills.
Hey, you can't force people to pop pills either.
Mm.
You can't force people to just do medical stuff just because you
Hey,
want
they
them to.
saying they gonna flip the script and say, hey, we are preventing the loss of life. This is for the greater good of our working community.
They can say whatever they want to. They're gonna have a whole bunch of money to pay out because these folks gonna get paid. And the people
Hey,
Yeah.
that didn't get vaccinated, they ain't gonna need to work no more because they gonna get paid off the lawsuit.
Hey,
they gonna say you a
Mm.
liability. You can't come up in here with smallpox or something like that, infecting everybody. You just can't do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I hope I wouldn't go in somewhere with some
Hey,
smallpox.
if you went in to work with the flu, they gonna tell you to go home.
that's true.
You're
yeah.
right, but they're also not gonna fire you either.
I think the
Hey, they not because the flu you just go away on its own.
COVID go away on its own.
Do it.
Yeah, they ain't got nothing to fight it. Like what
According to
cures the
Georgia,
COVID? That it just goes away.
it's
according to
pretty
Georgia, it
it's
doesn't even
it's
exist.
it's pretty bad in India right now, from what I'm hearing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
India, man,
Man,
that's a hot spot
we
right
should
now.
be talking about that. I mean, the fact that it is in India, and then look at the type of aid that the United States is doing in terms of providing raw materials for them to be able to produce it. What do you guys
Yeah.
think about that? And do you think there's like an underlying, not an underlying issue, but ulterior motive of the United States to kind of ease tensions between us and India? You know, in the past we've had our differences or whatever, but do you think that will kind of open lines of communication and improve relationships between our countries because of the aid that we're doing with the vaccines?
I think we just have different attitudes towards. I mean, look at it. We're up here trying to say that we don't have to have masks outside, yet they have it running rampant and have increased and such. And there's also other countries that are still on lockdowns. So I think we just have a way different way of shifting our attitude towards it and being and ignoring it, essentially paying a blind eye, and then focusing on something bigger. NFL draft. You saw they tried to keep people separate. All
Well,
these
but
events.
it's for a reason though, because it's like our medical care system here is different than other places where we have that in place. And you see places like India, they don't have that in place. So we've got to send them those supplies. So we know that, hey, if it gets really, really, really bad, we're better positioned to combat this because we have what we need in house. So you can afford to be like that a little bit more than everybody else. Obviously, you don't want it to get to that level where it's spreading, it's all over the place, and then it's too late to stop it. But
I
Yeah.
mean, we see the impact of business and how that drives, how safe really we really are taking this.
Yeah.
We that's why all of this stuff was just like forcing the vaccine, trying to social distance so we can still keep business and customer retention going. But I just don't see the difference between. I mean, India's cases are just spiraling. So
Yeah.
so
it's
what do you guys so how do we tie this back into the market? You know, what's the effect of COVID on the current market right now?
Inflation. All types of crazy stuff. Because I mean, like,
Mhm.
you got all types of shortages because
right.
people were planning for different things. They didn't plan for certain demand to happen. So that's how you get Clorox to not have Clorox wipes for so long. That's how you're getting the chip shortage now to where cars can't be produced.
Hmm.
You're getting a lot of software companies that can't do certain things now. They're not getting impacted as much as the automakers, but still they're getting impacted a little bit because they're trying to switch over with the chips and the foundries and the components and all this stuff is, down. They don't have a lot of that stuff. Um, we can see raw materials are going up, oil is going up. It's just a lot of stuff like things like that are definitely getting impacted.
I've even thought of it from a market attitude in terms of how trading or investing has changed. So we don't have the same historical concepts to understand why these pops are happening or why these, support and resistances are being identified. It's just because of either a large group of people now that have discretionary income pump the market up. So this is the first time I think we're seeing something that's been driven by this.
Yeah, because when you look at it, like we looking at, there's different ways. We all know that different things drive stocks and stock prices.
Right.
You have your fundamentals that you can look at in terms of the value of the companies. You have your technical analysis that you can look at, like the historical movements of the stocks, and then you've got this stuff that's just everyday stuff that's just going on in the media. We say the news driven stuff, and I mean, COVID, just like AC said, I mean, there's just a ton of stuff that's impacting the market. And something that I've been looking at, AC, you hit on was the supply chain. When we talk about the EV industry, this one in particular, something I looked at is saying that Neo is trading lower right now because they're warning that, hey, they're trading lower right now because of supply chain issues. And we know that those supply chain issues are based on it's based on the chip shortage.
Yeah.
They said that they actually have an increase in orders for their vehicle, which is great for them. So they're in position to say, hey, we're going to be selling more vehicles. Our revenue is going to be up, so our stock price is going up. They are prime and ready to make a run. Neo is a great buy. I mean, I love this company. I had a great run with them last year, and they've been on my watch list. But now, I mean, they can't go anywhere right now. They're stuck, and just like other EV companies out there, they're gonna slow down. It's gonna slow down their ramp and production, regardless of how many orders are being put out there because of this chip shortage. And it's not just a small issue; it's affecting the whole industry.
Yeah, it really is. So I mean, it's a big problem that needs to be solved. And I mean, of course, we have the government stimulus. Well, not government stimulus. I guess like the government that infrastructure plan. That's what Biden's calling it, the infrastructure plan. They
Right.
have money in there that's supposed to be going towards, chips and all this stuff. And of course, we got Intel and all. We have I think Taiwan Semiconductor. I think it's Taiwan Semiconductor and Intel. I think both of those guys are actually trying to go to Arizona and get some sites up. So we got movement, but at the same time, it's just gonna take a little bit of time.
Yeah, it seems. I mean, logistics is always going to take time to
Yeah,
figure out. And that's the thing is like, how long can you last with the current situation?
yeah,
How long
exactly.
until it requires a change?
Yeah, exactly. But on another note, I got another company that we can talk about. It's called Akerna. You guys might not know what Akerna is. The Nasdaq uh, ticker for it is Kern, KERN. That's what that is. So these
Oh,
guys are a cannabis software firm, and what they just came out with is a report for April 20th, the cannabis holiday sales, and it seems like they brought in $11.82 million in medicinal and recreational sales in one day.
was it more medicinal or more recreational?
It does not. It doesn't say. It doesn't break it up that way. But it just combines them and says that it was 11.82 million in medical and recreational sales in 2021 on that one day. And so this is the single highest single sales day for cannabis ever recorded. So that's pretty crazy. And then they say that the
The
5
reason they were
days around
recording
the
it.
holiday, the 16th through the 20th, they say that the sales reached more than 373 million. So 5 day span, $373 million. That's crazy.
It's a
Man, they
lot.
said they're gonna be
Yeah, that's
selling
insane.
weed. They're gonna be selling weed at Walmart in about a year, man.
Basically, you'll be able to go to Family Dollar and
The
you'll be able to
prices
get
are really rolled
everything you
back.
need.
Yeah.
We got
Hey,
that
they say
got weed
that
on sale today.
it
Rollback
says that
price.
the 420 data showed large increases in purchasing and consumption. Americans are increasingly turning to cannabis, which we predict will only increase with federal cannabis reform. That is what the CEO is saying, Jessica Billingsley. So, hey, this right here is just another play and another thing that's telling you that the cannabis market is pretty strong. So, Tilray, this Kern right here,
Yeah,
um,
Aurora.
yeah, all that, Canopy Growth, all
Mm.
these guys. Like, it might be, if you're not already invested, it might be about time to get invested.
Yeah, I think the only roadblock really, man, is that filibuster. If they don't get rid of the filibuster, I really don't know if this will,
Yeah.
you know,
Man, they got people falling out trying to do them filibusters, man.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's just dumb, to be honest with you. Like for you to block a bill, you just gonna go up there and read the Bible or some long thing until you just physically can't stand up there anymore. I mean, come on now. Everything that we got in society, that's some caveman crap right there.
Exactly. But hey,
Gosh, come on. Yeah, I mean, you just stalling. Like as far as we've come as a nation or whatever, we supposed to be a civilized society or whatever, and we doing stuff like this.
that's
Come on.
civilized. Because in other countries, man, they throw shoes at you. So that's civilized.
Stop.
You
Stop. Before
Man,
before the
don't
security
remember
gate,
they were
you can get
throwing
a shoe
shoes
off.
at Bush?
He got 2 off though. That one was moving.
They
Oh
didn't let you
man, you
have
know
them
he was a
Nerf
dodgeball
guns in
champ.
there.
That's too funny though.
What was the name of the company again? AC.
The software firm.
The cannabis.
Yeah, the
You look,
software firm.
you look,
Kerna.
So,
Pierre.
Colonel.
You looking into the stock or the company?
I plead the fifth.
Folks, that was a hot take.
Y'all hilarious, man.
Oh man.
Hey, we ready for my special segment?
Oh,
No,
I
I'm just
guess,
playing.
man.
I'm just playing. I'm just
What's
playing.
what's the segment?
Moving on. What's on y'all watch list,
He
man?
want to
What
be
y'all got?
Yosemite Sam. So
Uh, I was looking at Jerome shouted out Heinz a couple weeks ago with that shortage, and they've had a pretty good return this last week or so. So I'm expecting them to start their trend a little bit upward. Now they've kind of got that, I guess, more news on that. So Heinz is one for me.
I'm still holding. I'm still holding Nicola, man. Nicola stock.
you like Nicola?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely made some gains.
Yeah.
You know,
Nah, it got
it,
pretty cheap. Yeah, it got really cheap.
yeah,
Hey,
I'm thinking about buying more.
I would probably hold off on that, man. Just for a second, just to see if they're gonna peak up, because with that shortage, that's
Mhm.
gonna affect everybody. Like Neo was like after, like I look at it in terms of Tesla is at the top in terms of when Tesla pops, all the other EV companies usually
Yeah.
follow. And next in line was gonna be Neo. Like everybody had upgrades on Neo and everything. So that right there, if they're seeing that, I mean, they had orders and everything. Neo is already producing. They've got stuff coming off the assembly line and stuff. They've got orders and they've been running over in China. And if they just dipped, so you're looking at everything now in the EV market that's going to be taking a dip for a second. So I might wait before I increase my positions with them because I mean I've even been bullish on CCIV. I'm currently holding that, but I tell you in 28 minutes, I'm thinking about cutting that or whatever and just moving to some other industry right now because I think their growth is going to be stymied a little bit by this chip shortage.
Yeah. That chip shortage definitely has an impact. Short term, no, Pierre. I mean, like, yeah, if you made some gains, for sure. Just ride that thing how you been riding it.
Yeah,
But keep in
um,
mind, long term.
yeah, and I didn't realize the significance of this chip shortage. You know,
Yeah, I
uh,
mean, if you're
Yeah.
trying to get like an EV on a dip, I mean, I would look at CCIV. I would look at Ride. Ride is even cheaper than it's even cheaper than Nicola is right now, and it's at a much
sure should
lower.
have
It's at a much lower dip right now than Nicola is, and we know that Ride Lordstown Motors they have an actual working product too.
You might want to look in Canoe as well. Go EV is the ticker.
Mhm.
So, is it safe to say Tesla is kind of like the Bitcoin of EVs? Every other company follows it.
Yes,
You can
because
kind of say that, yeah.
Yeah.
it's a household name, and it's a household name because everybody knows Tesla. And then when you're out on the road today, you're gonna see a Tesla. So
Yeah.
that's what people know and see is right there in your face. The average person doesn't know about these new companies. They represent what Tesla was before people knew what Tesla was. Eventually, they'll get there, but right now, in terms of popularity and volume and stuff, and volatility, that's why Tesla has the edge right now.
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, I'm seeing Teslas in the hood now, so that's how you know they're a household item.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most
Mhm.
definitely. Hey, that
Yeah,
might be the
that's
safest
gonna
car to
be a
have in
difference.
the
You know,
hood too, man. You steal the
hey,
car, it's gonna come right back home.
they used to steal they used to steal rims and just you had your car on blocks. Now they're just gonna be stealing the batteries.
Hey,
which is crazy. The market's changed.
And that's not easy. That's not easy to do. You gotta be pretty technical
gotta
to
be.
be able to.
Hey, I mean, it's a change in society. You got folks who are pretty technical. I mean,
It's some professionals out there now.
hey, people who don't have jobs and they just sitting around all day. Boy, I mean, you got some people who are very skilled at what they do, whether it's legal or illegal.
And they will watch YouTube.
Right.
YouTube teach them.
Right.
If you can watch YouTube and figure it out, they can too.
Exactly.
That's it.
That's what's
Hey,
up.
speaking of that Bitcoin though, did you guys see that it's not the dominant cryptocurrency anymore?
Which one?
Bitcoin.
Is
Uh,
is Doge
it's
is it
been
Dogecoin?
replaced.
It's not, I mean, it's still like, so it's not like the market beast that it was. Cause you know it was over 50%. So it was like
Yeah,
Bitcoin
it
and then
dropped.
everything else. Now it's actually under 50%. I think last time it was like 49%. It made up for like 49% of the market. So now it's not as big as it once was. I think it was like 70, 80, maybe even 90%.
So who's in second place?
I want to say it may be like what is that?
Ethereum.
Yeah, I think
It's,
it's
us-
Yeah,
Ethereum.
it's
Ethereum.
usually Ethereum.
I think it's Ethereum.
That does. Yeah, Ethereum's been one that I've been looking at. Well, I think Ethereum's going to follow Bitcoin in the same type of trend, popularity wise. But I mean, you really don't know. There's so many coins out there now that
Yeah.
anybody can just pump money into, and that can become the new,
Yeah,
Bitcoin.
cuz Ripple,
Hey,
man, Ripple has a lot of people in it.
I think that cum rocket is gonna shoot up.
You know, when it hit the market, I think it is. It ain't hit the market yet, man.
Look, I
I
need
think it's
folks
gonna
who
rocket
buy
though.
Dogecoin. Go ahead and throw your money into there. Let's see
I
which
think it's
other
gonna
one.
blast off, man.
I just realized that was a pun.
Hey, that's like a commercial for like Samsung and iPhone. Like he got the message late.
Not the Android or wow.
Damn. Then I do
5G.
have Android.
I ain't gonna lie,
Hey,
man. Hey, them androids, man, it only take one android to mess up on them conversations, though, man. Cause they gonna turn it from blue to green. One android, man.
We
That
really
is
alienate
the
people based
worst.
on the color of their text messages. Y'all realize that's really crazy.
Yeah, y'all getting
Yeah.
judged. Hey, that's the new form. That is the new. That is the new
wait. Y'all
prejudice.
telling me some new information. I got an Android, so you saying the color of my text message? I thought you can change that.
No,
Nah,
on an
it's always
iPhone,
been green
I
versus blue.
know. I know what type of person you are by the color of your
See,
text message.
how is that possible?
Boy, you better watch that.
How does that define your personality based on the color of your messages?
I know what type of person you are by your message color.
People stop inviting folks because he's gonna mess up the group chat. You
If
can't
you,
put it.
hey,
Nah.
if you green, man, oh man, get out of here.
Yeah,
Hey,
Joe,
Blue
you been
only.
left out of a few conversations, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Hey, so quick poll. What y'all got?
I got an iPhone.
I got iPhone. It's
Yeah, I
split
got
on here
Android.
right now because y'all two got Androids.
You don't know
got-
what I got.
Oh, you got an iPhone too, though.
Who, me?
Yeah,
There you
No.
go.
Nope.
Oh,
I'm Android.
you had an iPhone.
I ain't never had no iPhone.
You ain't never had no iPhone. I thought you had an iPhone.
Oh, Samsung.
I got a burner phone.
What?
Oh, you got a burner, man. What you-
we don't know what category to put you in.
What kind of hot stuff you be talking about on your phone, bro?
Right.
No, don't even tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. No.
FBI man.
Hey, this
What-
podcast is brought to you from a remote location somewhere,
That's what I was like. No,
somewhere
don't
in
tell
the
me.
mountains near where Osama bin Laden was hiding.
Oh man, I'm in Atlanta, man. I'm in the U.S. I don't know where y'all at.
He said, "Let me straighten this up before they want to find where I am."
Exactly.
Based on the dream I had last night, I can't tell nobody where my location is. So it's fine.
Okay. We ain't gonna go. We ain't gonna go into that one. It sounds like an Inception dream you had or something, man. So we gonna leave that alone.
Yep.
I'm in a trap house.
That man said he in the trap house with the burner phone. Oh
Yeah,
man. Hey,
yeah.
do we have man, we gonna start calling you trap boy. What man, yeah, trap boy P.
There it is.
Trap boy P.
Yeah, I had the Pirates. Never mind. Okay, so uh,
I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I
I'm
gotta
gonna do
stop.
I'm gonna do something a little different this time. So uh, have you guys heard of a company
I got
called
man.
it's called Fanbase? Have you guys heard of that? It's a
Fan,
new social media platform called Fanbase.
You said
What
fan
OnlyFans.
base?
Huh, say it
Is
again.
that
I heard
for
two.
you said fan base? Is that for like that for betting?
No, so this is I guess you could even put it in that same category, but it's basically a social media platform. Are you guys familiar with Isaac Hayes, the musician?
Yeah.
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 So his son is the CEO of this company called Fanbase, and his goal, he felt that uh, mainly people of color really drive social media. Like we're really kind of the people with the trends and everything. So he felt like people like companies like Facebook, uh, and I guess Instagram, same company. People don't the talent is not really getting the compensated, you know, I guess properly. So he felt that you know he wants to create a platform where the talent actually gets their cut the right way. Because if you think about it, companies like Facebook, if AC, you start a trend,
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg is going to make millions off of that trend,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Mm.
But uh, you may get maybe some followers, maybe 100,000 followers, and hopefully maybe you can get some sponsors
But no compensation for real. I got you.
Right.
on the back end. All right, so with this fan base app, he basically shows you how you can monetize off your own, for lack of better words, off your own hype. So uh, I've been waiting for it to come out on Android. The app has been doing pretty well, but uh, I finally was able to communicate with him through a channel, and he told me next week it's supposed to be coming out for Android. So I'm excited about that, and you can
That's
even
cool.
invest in it.
Communicated with him directly.
Yeah, he has like I mean, I don't know if it's his personal, but he does have a phone number that you can text, and they will respond to you within 48 hours. So
Ah,
I've just been waiting for it. He showed the screenshot. I think he made like $500, and again, the app is still young, so he made $500 just putting content within a month. So a lot of people, a lot of uh, a lot of I want to say famous, but um, what's it called? In, social media
like
personalities,
influencers.
influencers. A lot of black
Yeah.
influencers are starting to promote it
Well,
as well. So, and the
you know
good
they're
thing
trying to
is,
get people to make money off their likeness. That's been
Yeah.
like that's
yes,
similar
sir.
to playing college, like paying college athletes. Or I even saw something that was the PGA Tour is now having a certain pot of money for a set group of people if you generate so much viewership or you have so much influence with it. So I think similarly, I think people they're just trying to get people to get paid for what they contribute.
Yeah.
Right. And the cool thing is now you can actually invest in it to where you get shares for how much you invest. I think the minimum number of shares you can get is 100. So, this is, I think, going to be a game changer. Uh, I think, I mean, just Google fan base, stocks, and you can invest in it early. I mean, it hasn't hit the stock market yet, but
Yeah.
again, you can invest early.
And you
So,
know what? I remember that's the reason why I was asking. I got it mixed up with something else that I used to mess around with, but I knew I had heard that name before because I heard it on the radio. They were having like some type of interview with the guy that you're talking about, and
mhm.
when you said his name, that's what made me think about it. I was like, ah, this is where I knew it from. And he was saying how it was they were having pretty successful funding
I was
rounds.
thinking it was
Yeah,
Coinbase. That's why it sounded funny to me. I was
it
like,
did, it did.
I was thinking Coinbase the whole time.
Yeah. No, I was thinking it's another platform out here that allows you to like put bets out there, but you don't necessarily put the bet out there. What you do is you put your predictions of things out there, and people can like bet on based on your predictions, and it shows like how good your predictions are and things of that nature, all that type stuff. So, but yeah, that fan base, that was something that I had heard about, and they do have like some pretty good stuff going on over there, and they had some pretty good funding rounds going on.
Ye- Yeah, it's been pretty consistent.
Yeah,
So, I'm gonna definitely get some stocks early, because when that hits the market, I think I'll be sitting in a good position.
yeah, and see
And
the
they
thing
get a
is,
couple, some real prominent people. I mean, this could take off.
Yeah,
this is how you actually get money off of IPOs and stuff. You have to invest before the IPO.
right.
Because once the IPO comes out, that's how all these people are being able to just cash out and get all this money because it's a hot IPO market right now. You can even see when Coinbase came out, they were saying that they were going to come out at like 250 or something like that. They opened up at almost 400, like three
Right.
something.
Yeah,
They were like at three something. I can't remember if they touched 400, but they were like three something went up. They did come down, but everything opens up higher, way higher pretty much than what they expected to. And the only way you can really get that price that they're predicting or that they're saying that is going to open up to is if you are actually one of those guys that on the IPO drop date, you are
Money
inside the New
coming.
York Stock Exchange and you've got enough money to actually be talking to the person that's selling the IPO and all this type stuff because there's a lot of price discovery. It's a lot of stuff that goes on before the first trade comes to the public market and we actually see it trading. It's a lot of negotiating, a lot of back and forth, a lot of price discovery, a lot of back and forth, a lot of stuff going on that we have no idea is going on unless you
Right.
are on the market floor or something like that, or you got
right.
somebody on the floor.
Yeah, you're right. People become rich instantly when IPOs hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's how you get it. Cause then once you see that that thing is up, everybody that you're seeing like that's trading and they're saying, oh man, let's go and buy this, let's buy this. I mean, hey, you're the person you already were in. So once you see that thing up like that, you're gonna be the person that's selling to these guys that's talking about, oh man, we want to get in. It's such a hot thing right now. And now you see how these tables get flipped because all these people that were in early are going to start selling because they want to secure that profit and there's so many people that want to buy, might as well just flood the market to all these to the dumb money, what they'll call it.
Right.
Dumb money.
Yep.
I put the link
So
in there just in case y'all need more details, but I think people, people don't people want to get their fair share.
Yeah, most definitely they do.
Because no disrespect to Mark Zuckerberg. I mean, he has a great business model, but he's making a killing off talent, other people's talent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't even have to have
that's
talent
always
on
been.
your.
I mean, look at Zion and how he was affecting Nike shares. When he blew out that shoe, and
Oh
while
yeah.
President Obama was watching, I mean, Nike tanked.
Oh yeah.
So certain individuals have an influence over the market just based off their like, and they deserve to get paid for it. They
That's what
put
he was
things out
wearing Paul George shoe too, man, wasn't it? That's why the
there.
Clippers lost,
Which
man.
one?
That's why they came and went out there and got beat.
Okay.
Golly, man, I
Well,
just
the
put two and
Clippers
two
lost
together,
because
man.
of karma. Kawhi
God,
Leonard,
just put
he
two and
should
two
have never
together. Man, he
did
tried
that
to mess
crap.
that man up from coming to the NBA, and that's why they ain't getting nowhere.
Playoff P.
Golly, man.
Damn.
Pandemic P.
Pitiful people. When he shot that thing in the
Pitiful P.
playoffs and they hit out the back side
Out
of
of
the
the backboard.
backboard, that was it right there. That right there.
Preposterous
Look,
defining,
P. That was
defining
like,
moment.
what?
I love Paul George when he was in Indiana. I say it's because he left Indiana. Shouldn't have left.
Boy, and then when Russell
He was
Westbrook
never
punked
gonna
him in
win
the
up there
stand
though.
in Oklahoma City that extra year.
That was bad. That was bad. Shout out to Westbrook and his triple doubles this season because he's going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he about to pass the big O, man.
That's
Oh,
wild.
I did want to go back too, man. I know we was having that discussion a few episodes ago about athletic and all that stuff, man. And I was talking like I liked Luca and all that stuff. Them ain't my favorite players, man. I want y'all to know that. Cause I needed to throw in that KD, man. That boy is nasty. KD,
Oh
we ain't even
man,
talk about KD.
on and off the court. I mean, he just made a killing off Coinbase
Yeah.
stocks.
Oh, wow. What you mean,
What
bro?
What?
I was
Where?
like, pause.
Pause.
Never mind. Never mind.
Pause.
Man.
I'm
Y'all so
checking
funny,
out.
man.
I'm checking
He
out.
got- Hey man, wrap the show up, man. Tell them how to subscribe.
Oh man. Hey, yeah, so we gonna go ahead and get up out of here, guys.
Yeah.
Of
Never
course,
mind.
go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Definitely, if you guys need some help from us, we have a free membership that you guys can subscribe to, hackthemarketstrading.com. If you need a little bit more help and you need like our actual premium analysis, you need a little bit more help, you need some video tutorials and things of that nature, some guides. We have all that good stuff for you. That's one of our premium packages right there. So definitely check us out. If you enjoy the podcast, like we said, subscribe to the YouTube and also like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Follow us
Yep.
on Instagram as well too.
Hack Markets and the Market Prodigy. Make sure you look for him. He famous.
I'm on there too, man. The market. I'm markets oracle. Markets with an S. So
That's right. Market Prodigy with a Y at the end.
all right, guys. We gonna let you guys what next week. Oh, and we are gonna be transitioning the show to a live evening show, probably
Yes,
in the
Yeah, we
next
sir.
going
2 weeks.
live. We going
Yeah.
live, baby.
So definitely be on
Yeah,
the lookout for that. You can
this was the
definitely
warm up.
interact with us and see make this show a little bit more interesting.
Yeah. There's some opinions in here. Trade with it.
Exactly. So that should be fun, guys. So like I said, we'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.
Yep. Yeah, I go check out KD.
Oh my gosh.